Hey, OS Fosters, it's Sarah. Today we're going to briefly talk about teaching touch, which is a fundamental behavior that helps segue us into other behaviors. So this is multi-part, but today we're just going to focus on teaching your dog to touch an item that you want them to touch. We start off by having them touch the hand because it's something we can present in a manner that's interesting to them, and they're always excited to see what's in our hands anyhow, so it works to our advantage. What we're going to start off using to teach this is a piece of tape. You can use a Post-it note, but the duct tape will stick really well. So I just tore off a piece of duct tape, and I'm going to attach that to my hand here, and that's going to be our touch target. This is what I'm going to aim to have the dog start to touch. Eventually, we'll move them on to other things, but this is how we get it started. Blue Ivy, come on. Good girl. Hi. Sit. Now, the object of the game, and you want to make it a game, you want it to be fun for the dog, is to present it in such a way that they immediately want to go for it. And I'm going to reward anything she does that goes in the direction of the target that I want her to touch. So I'm initially going to present it as something really exciting to her to see if I can engage her in looking in that direction. Yes! And she did it immediately. She's like, what's that? What are you putting in front of me? So keeping it exciting, she's going to notice something's different about my hand. Yes! Good girl. And she immediately touches it. You might have to try this a few different times in a few different ways. If they're having trouble with it at first, do it low down here. They tend to look for it. Good. Yes. And that's good. Yes. Now she has moved into actually touching it. Initially, your puppy may just look in that direction. Reward them for looking in that direction. Yes. And if they're not going for it, make it more presentable, more exciting, more fast. Good. Yes. Now you'll see Blue is using her paw here. She's a little more advanced. Oh. And if they don't do it, switch it up. Yes. Until they do. Yes. Good. And that's the basis to touch. This is what I want you to start with, just getting them used to going for wherever you're putting this. Take it really, really slowly. So again, first start by presenting it really exciting. Yes. To where they look in that direction. Reward them for looking in that direction. Pull back. And then after doing that several times, yes, go to a new direction. Yes. Now, again, she's using her paw, but what we want is them to use their muzzle. She's been trained both ways. But for your puppies, make sure that you're training them to use their muzzle to touch. And then we'll move on to some different behaviors that is the foundational base for.